Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another WoW Weekly. I am your host, Josh One. Welcome. So let's get into it. First thing up on the agenda today is the Vault Parent customization options. They have been added into the game. There's quite a few of them. While it has not been confirmed that the Volparian will be an allied race, this does look like a very good possibility. Um, Otherwise, they'll just be they're just a bunch of customizations for the various NPCs. If you want to see all of them in all their glorious detail, you can head over to MMO Champions or Wowhead to really get a good look at all of the different customizations, which you really should because there are quite a few of them and they are very very well done. Next up, with the scheduled maintenance this week on Tuesday, and Taurus the Burning Throne was made available to cross realm grouping in on Mythic difficulty, which is really cool. I'm glad they finally added that. Next up, there is a new build for the Battle Azeroth Alpha. There has been new achievements added for unlocking the Dark Iron Doors and the Mechar Orcs. The Argus Ahead of the Curve achievement had a word changing from before the opening of the next year to before the release of patch 8.0. There is some new Hellstone related enchants. One is called Health. One is called Safe Hearthing, which enchants your bracers to create an absorb shield around you while you're using your Hearthstone on Coltheros or Zandalar. The next one is called Cooled Hearthing, which enchants your bracers to reduce the cooldown of your Hearthstone by 5 minutes while in Coltheros or Zandalar. That's neat, but I kind of wish these two would make it everywhere. I think that would be a little better. There's also some major changes coming to the way we level professions in Battle for Azeroth. Each expansion apparently will have its own leveling path for items from that expansion, very similar to the way the Mist of Pandaria cooking was, which, in my opinion, isn't that great, but that's my humble opinion, so take it as you want. You'll be able to choose to level older expansion craft. Yeah, you'll be able to choose to level older expansion crafting, or you can simply, level the current expansion. Um, you can go back and level over older expansion crafting skills as you will, whatever you want to. It's not set. So that means you can just, and level 1, you can go in and just start right at the Battle for Azeroth current level. Whatever tailoring profession or alchemy. You can just go in and the patterns for that you can start crafting those right away. You don't have to worry about it, which is nice. So this next one here, of course, is about for first aid, which has been apparently going away. Then it was back, and then it's going away, but it has been basically confirmed. Oh, excuse me. That first aid is going away with this expansion, and its patterns will be redistributed to tailoring and alchemy, and you will have to relearn those from the from those two professions. So if you have whatever you have for first aid, you will have to relearn that in either if you have tailoring or alchemy. Next up, we have some changes to the island expeditions. Creatures will no longer increase in the amount of azurite they have over time, but will be worth more in general. Players and advanced NPCs gain azurite residue a lot slower. They've updated abilities for the elementals. There's a lot more some new abilities for the humanoid groups on the islands. Their current thinking is that the island expeditions are in a good spot on heroic difficulty. Excuse me. But on normal, they've tuned it down a little bit. The AI should be a lot less aggressive, a little easier, and generally what they're trying to do is slow things down so people have more time to actually explore the islands and not be hurried to just get the Azurite and get out. They've updated all the visuals on the Azerite as well. Azerite energy will no longer stack. The consumables that you available at your faction's docks will now cost seafarer doubloons, and you'll be able to get the doubloons on in the expeditions themselves. Each faction ship captain will now order a cannon barrage on enemies that come too near the ship, and they've added new weather effects to the elemental invasions. Next up, we have one of my favorite things that came out this week is the Dark Iron Core Hound. This thing looks awesome, and you get this for the achievement of allied races for the Dark Iron doors when you unlock them. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. But that's not all. We actually get another mount, a dwarf paladin ram mount. Looks like it'll be for any Dark Iron dwarves that you make a paladin class. There is two variants of it. One more looks to be more of a colors of traditional, the Dark Iron dwarves, and the other one is the more traditional paladin colors, which is really neat. And last but not least, we have quite a bunch of new models that have been released. Thought we'd just take a look at them real quick. This first one here looks like some kind of Zandalari troll. He or she. Those are if not, those are some good man boobs. I like it's very trollish, it looks very nice. I like it a lot, like the colors of it. Then we have this absolutely horrifying thing here, which I'm guessing by the shape and the colors palette of it, it's probably has something to do with the blood trolls, the upcoming blood trolls. And next up, this one here looks very reminiscent of a Titan Guardian, kind of like the model's very reminiscent of one of the that one boss in Karazhan. I can't remember what her name is, but it's very Titan-esque color and design of the armor. Here we have what I'm guessing is in Old God inspired elemental, though it's probably going to be one of the new water elementals for one of the new dungeons or part of the new zone or something. It looks glorious. I actually wish they would just shade it a little darker. They'll give it that more little purpley color, more like the Void Lord for the warlocks, and just make it the new warlock pet, because this thing looks so badass. I really like this one. Next up, we have some troll axe. Looks to be one-handed. Next, we have this thing, very old godish. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks really cool. I like it. Can't wait to see it end game. Here we have seems to be a staff, but it kind of looks like a mailbox. Maybe it's a new toy or something, a portable mailbox or something. Since you have the mail thing here, and it looks like it's holding stuff here. But I mean, if it's just a weapon, this can't wait to see this in game. It looks really cool. Speaking of mailboxes, here we go. New mailbox. Looks like probably what we're gonna have in the Alliance Capital Faction Hub. Next up, we have what looks to be. I'm gonna guess this is probably a summoning stone for maybe one of the new dungeons. Probably the new Ashara dungeon. I know at one point we're supposed to have. But it looks really good. Next up, we have some looks like Zandalar halberd. A sword here, very troll-esque, kind of. See, I like a lot of the new stuff, but this one looks kind of very reminiscent of stuff we've already seen, to be honest. This here looks to be a shield of some kind, and this actually looks really cool. I actually like this. I like the way it looks. It just looks really nice. The shapes and stuff are very pleasing. Next up, we have this horror. This Frankenstein horror. Pigman ghoul thing. They come in quite a few variants, even some with weapons attached to their arms. Well, I don't know if it's attached. It's more like it looks more like it's been prodded through the arm. There's quite a few different variations, as you can see, and even new heads. You have more of a bird head on that one. There's, like I said, there's quite a few. There's variations on each. They look absolutely terrifying. I can't wait to see them in game. So I'm really excited. This week there was a lot of really cool stuff. I'm really happy to see all the new Dark Iron Dwarf stuff, and I'm happy that Antorus is on Mythic difficulty finally on Cross Realms. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like or a comment. Make sure to subscribe. And as always, until next time, have a good day.